Hey, my feel good friend. For this week's minisode, we are talking all about one of the biggest struggles that most of us have on social media. And that is selling with confidence without feeling like a used car salesman, right? I run into this with all of my students, all of my coaching clients, myself. I have so much trouble selling on social media and I don't want to be icky about it. I don't want to feel weird. I don't want to feel like I'm disconnected from my audience, right? But this can stop a lot of us from actually showing up and selling. And here is the thing, my friend. As an entrepreneur, you help people solve a problem. You help them overcome some sort of struggle or you help them live a better life, right? And you cannot help your people if you don't show up and talk about what you have to sell, right? So this is the issue that we run into. A lot of the fear, the insecurity, the not wanting to feel inauthentic and sleazy can stop us from actually showing up and helping our people. And so we really need to get over it. So for today's minisode, I am giving you the exact steps to crafting a totally non-salesy sales post for Instagram. This is actually stemming from one of my Tell Your Story challenge prompts, which I talked about this weekly prompt challenge that I'm holding through the end of the year, sharing prompts for Instagram posts every week. And this is one of them, my friend. I also am going to share a real life example of a sales post I created from this prompt for Feel Good Social so that you can see a real life sales post in action if you are still kind of wondering how to craft your own. So that said, the show notes for this episode will have the links to both of those Instagram posts that I have created, the prompt post and the example sales post. So if you want to see them in action in real life, head to feelgoodsocial.com/sales prompt. That's feelgoodsocial.com/SALESPROMPT. I had to think about how to spell that for a second, honestly, but just head to feelgoodsocial.com/sales prompt. That's where you will find the show notes for this minisode. And you can find the links to the prompt post and the sales post on Instagram if you want to see them in your face in action. Okay. And also, I just want to remind you, if you do enjoy the Feel Good Social podcast, if you think that these episodes are valuable, don't forget to share them with a friend who also would love to hear it, or share it to your Instagram stories. Make sure that you tag me at Feel Good Social, because if you don't tag me, I won't see it. And I would love to just say thanks and reshare it and spread the love right back to you, my friend. And hey, while you're at it, if you're in like a love fest for the podcast, go ahead and rate us and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. I don't push this a lot, my friend, but reviews and ratings really do help with, the whole podcast back end world so that we can reach more people and show up more on the podcasting platforms. And so I would truly, truly appreciate an Apple Podcast review. All right, my friend, let's dive into how to craft a totally not salesy sales post on Instagram. Hey, friend, and welcome to the Feel Good Social podcast. I'm your host, Kinsey, and I'm here to help you market your business in a genuine way that works without wasting your precious time. On this show, we chat about social media strategy and mindset tips with a focus on, you guessed it, feeling good. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some genuine conversation for the good of your biz. Have you been struggling to hone in on your brand's vibe on social media? I created a free new guide just for you, my friend. I hear it all the time. My photos aren't flowing together. My graphics look weird. My captions all sound different. I get it, and I'm here to help. With this free worksheet, you'll clarify who your brand is on social media. I'll walk you through the steps to figuring out your brand's story, what your brand sounds like, and what your brand looks like, so you can show up consistently with beautiful posts and build your followers' trust. Whether you've been complaining about your grid not being cohesive or your captions all sounding off, this brand vibe worksheet will help. Just head to feelgoodsocial.com/brandvibe to get this free guide. That's feelgoodsocial.com/BRANDVIBE, and you'll be on your way to branding clarity. All right, let's dive into today's episode. Okay, so like I said, this sales post actually stems from a prompt that I shared on Instagram myself. And the prompt is, what pain points do you help people overcome? And then I said, here is a disclaimer about this week's Tell Your Story Challenge prompt. It's a sales post, because you may not have gotten that from the prompt, but it is, okay? You are going to sell loudly and proudly by talking about your customers' pain points, my friend. I want to just reiterate, I run into this all the time with my students, my clients, and myself. We don't want to show up and actually sell. We're scared of judgment, of rejection, of not being good enough. We don't want to come across as inauthentic and sleazy. We'd rather beat around the bush than straight up talk about our offers. But once again, here is the thing, my friend. As an entrepreneur, you are helping people. You're helping them solve their problems, overcome their struggles, and just live a better life in general. And if you don't show up and actually sell your offers, you won't be able to help those people. It's just really that simple. So we need to be showing up. So by talking about your customers' pain points, empathizing with their struggles, and letting them know how you can help them, how you can help them solve their problems and live a better life, this is one of the best ways to sell without feeling icky, to sell in that helpful way. So here are a few of the hooks to get you started that I shared in this prompt post on Instagram. The first hook is simply, have you been struggling to ... Lead it into whatever they've been struggling with that you can help them overcome, okay? The next hook to get you started could be, I see you, friend, wanting to do this and that with your life, but you can't seem to insert pain points here. Okay, these are ways that you can get started just talking about people's struggles, empathizing with them, and then going into, well, guess what? I have your solution right here. It's going to help you. It's going to transform your life, all those things, right? And then the last thing I want to reiterate when it comes to crafting a sales post on social media, well, crafting any post on Instagram, let's be honest, but we always need to end our posts with a big fat call to action. And because this is a sales post for you, you need to somehow let your people know exactly how they can buy your offer. Okay, so your call to action could go something like this. Are you ready to finally overcome, insert your customer's pain point here, so you can, and then talk about some sort of goal that they want to achieve, right? What their transformation will look like after you've helped them. Are you ready to finally overcome this pain point so you can reach this goal? Head to the link in my bio for your offer, right? Or however they can buy from you, let them know directly at the end of your pain point post. Okay, this is how we craft a sales post that doesn't feel salesy, that feels like an empathizing human and a helpful solution, right? So are you ready to sell, my friend? In the prompt post on Instagram, I put, hands in, everyone. 1, 2, 3, let's do this. Because it's true. It still is scary to craft these posts, but this is one of the best ways to do it. And you need to do it, my friend. I'm kicking you in the booty. So I did say I would share a real life example from Feel Good Social of how you could write a sales post that speaks to pain points and then lead it into your offer. So I'm actually going to read that to you real quick. I'll try to make some inflection in my voice so it's not boring. So here it goes. This is my sales post talking about pain points for Feel Good Social. Fact. Social media is so freaking time consuming, confusing, and overwhelming, right? I complain about this all the time myself, but here's the thing. It doesn't have to be. The biggest turning point in my own business came when I realized that using social media in the most efficient and least soul-sucking way is actually the most effective. You see, when you create purposeful content, cultivate genuine connection, and focus on the stuff that does the most to move your bottom line, guess what? you're going to move your bottom line and without losing your soul and sanity in the process. So now that's what I help my clients do. When you work with me, we'll figure out how social media can best work for you and not the other way around. We'll create a plan of attack for creating content that helps you stand out on the overcrowded platforms and compels your followers to take action. We'll grow your genuine following of ideal customers who align with your brand and actually want to support you. And we'll sell with confidence in the most helpful and totally not sleazy way so you can feel good about what you do and know you're making a positive impact. Doesn't that sound like a nice change? If you'd like to go from confused, overwhelmed, frustrated to clear, confident, excited when it comes to marketing your biz online, check out my 90-minute intensive coaching program through the link in my bio. This 30-day high-touch program might be just the thing you need to start 2021 off on the right foot. And I just so happen to have 2 spots available for December. Head to the link in my bio and sign up now. Okay, my friend, you see what I mean? That is my non-salesy sales post that is speaking to my ideal clients' pain points and telling them exactly how I can help them overcome it. And then at the very end, I tell them what they need to do to sign up today, right? That is how I crafted a pain point sales post for Feel Good Social. And now I want to dare you to do the same for your business, my friend. Once again, if you would like to see these prompts and the example post in person, in front of your face, on your screen, head to feelgoodsocial.com/sales prompt, and I will link everything there. And if you want my help crafting your sales post, if you want my help figuring out what your clients' pain points are and how you help them overcome them, hit me up in the DMs on Instagram at feelgoodsocial. I would love to chat with you. I would love to help you figure this out. You know I'm a nerd for this stuff. And I truly, truly believe in you. I believe in your offers, and I know you can do this. People will buy from you, my friend. You will help people. You just need to tell them how you can help them and how they can buy from you. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning in, my Feel Good listeners. You know I appreciate you so much. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to share it. Don't forget to rate us, leave a review if you love us, and I will catch you next week. Thanks so much for listening, my friend. For show notes and a whole lot of other awesome freebies, visit feelgoodsocial.com. Simply go to feelgoodsocial.com for all the goods.